Hello everyone, welcome to Techsapphire. Today's video is a little bit exciting because the agent which I am about to discuss will have a context window which is having a maintained memory where even the multiple teams can communicate and get the same data, which is modified by the other agent and all. So I'm just creating this particular agent. In order to do so, I'm adding few, you can say, classes into my app. So let me just first collapse this. So in the tools I have added one thing called as inventory management. This is nothing but an inventory, you can say, singleton class, which is maintaining a state where the burger and tea is given an initial inventory of 10 each, and then you have three tools. One is get inventory, set inventory, and order. So order requires the product name and the quantity, and it will add, you can say, create a mock order, and the same you can say quantity will get deducted from the by the, you can say, set inventory tool. And then we have get inventory to get the data. Now in order for your you can say Autogen Studio to detect this, you need to run this particular command. Let me just show you. I will just mention that in the, you can say, chat. So you have to add your Python files to the environment so that those are available. Once that is available, then you can just go to your gallery, edit, and add the, you can say, tool. So let me just show you. So here, if you see this particular tool, let's say this one, just go to the end. Yeah, order tool. So here we are calling the tools from inventory management and calling that method when our product and quantity is specified, and this tool is called by the AI agent, and same for the set and get inventory. And if you have this confusion on this particular thing, please watch the previous video, which will give you more context, where I have showed you how you can design this particular tools. Now once okay, I think my application is not running. So, okay, so yeah, I'm using Postgres local, so you can also use for your database so that the state can be maintained better and little bit of better parallelism in database you can say performance. SQLite is not that worth. So if I just restart it, my agent is loaded. I go to my playground, start my session. I will say okay, inventory, and I will say I want to know the inventory. So it will call the get tool, get inventory tool, and fetches the inventory. Now what I will do is I will just duplicate my tab and start another chat. I will say inventory 2 with the same team. Now these two are different chats. Okay, I will say, can you add 5T to the inventory? Yes, it has added. Now if I say fetch inventory, it will call the get inventory, and we will get the, you can say, after get inventory tool, the updated one. Now in the previous one, you remember the last fetch inventory was 10 each, and I will say okay, fetch me inventory again. And now once it make a tool, it has the, you can say, updated data, even though both are different chat. And we can also do one thing, we can design a new team. So let's say I will create another team, and I will create exactly the same agent in front of you. I will go to my agent first, get the context. I go back, add this context to my tool, to my agent here, and then add my tools. So let me add just debug context tool also. So when sometimes UI doesn't work properly, you can still just save it and redo it again, and it works. So go there, debug, save. Now I need a user agent because now we require a user input. So I will just copy user input, user agent also. Let me just save it again. Yep. And I will change this max termination, you can say max message termination, which is set to 3. I will just change it to text mention, means the user need to tell okay, terminate the session, and so on. So now I just created my, you can say, a small tool. And also in this tool, what I have done is I added a global configuration in this XML, or in the JSON. The same I can add it there also, and the reason, because I wanted to maintain a state. So this one is not you can say very much required for this particular demo, but there is a purpose to it. So let me just show you that also. Now here we have old chat. If I fetch inventory, I will get the same inventory. And here my tool, my team is ready. I will create a new team with a new, you can say new session with a new team. So I'll say test, and I will select that. And just to show you, the data is cached. I will say fetch me the inventory. Again, it has got the updated one. So which was even, this particular session is not even aware about the other two sessions in the UI itself. So with this one, you have a common shared memory. Here the tool call you can replace with your database call, where it is getting the data from the you can say database and setting up there. So on you can manage along with it. But one more thing here you will find is I have added something to the first message, which is called a assigned run ID is this. And where I'm doing this one is I modified the library project itself, Autogen. So in Autogen Studio, in web, I think UI, maybe no, routes. Yep. So in my web sockets, I have added the task is nothing but the text, whatever the user message is coming with, and I'm assigning a run ID to it. And the reason for that, let's assume you want to maintain who's doing that, so user ID or something. With this run ID, you can easily maintain that state. So in the team manager, when you can say the team is getting initialized, also I can add this run ID and ensure this is managed. The problem right now is the tool call which AI agent makes doesn't allow you to get the, you can say, chat context, or not the context part of it, but more of a team configuration. It is you are unable to fetch. So how you do it, you add this run ID into the message, and then your chat is aware about it. Give an example. So if I say I created one tool called debug context, and it do nothing but agent will pass the run ID and it prints. So here you will see your run ID is maintained, so you can maintain the run ID across. So this particular example is all about how you can maintain a state among the multiple agents on multiple sessions, and how you can call the databases. I hope this video will clear you out. If you have any question, you can let me know. After this, in the next one, I will show you multi-agent flow, where one agent will validate some data and the other agent will also do certain action based on that, and they can call each other also. So that one will be the next one to cover up. I hope I have given you, you can say, enough insight. And also one more thing, if you go in here, you can see in the number of tokens spent in your each agent journey or each session. You can create this agent for data discoveries also, where let's say you are passing the file content and it is identifying whether there is a PI data or not, and then updating to the database, okay, this data was found in this particular file. So if you have any question, kindly let me know through comments, or you can reach me through my email ID. Have a good day. Bye bye.